Hey guys, Dello304 here. This is going to be a little impressions video on the LG G2. I got this phone as part of a trade that kind of didn't really happen, but it sort of did. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I got this phone from my friend, and I just have to preface this video by saying this is one of the best phones that I've ever owned in my entire life, and I've had a lot of phones. So I'm just going to do a little bit of an impressions video today. I'm not going to do the full review because, that's kind of not going to happen today. So this will just be kind of a first look impressions kind of video. So there you are. Sorry the screen's kind of dirty. Guess I can try to rectify that situation. So there you are. Here is the LG G2 released in 2013. We now have the G4, but I still think the G2 is plenty capable smartphone. So here it is, G2. Just a quick exterior tour. Of course, the buttons are all on the back like LG phones have nowadays. So there's that plastic construction, speaker and a microphone on the bottom, headphone jack. Everything's on the bottom. There's nothing else around the edges of the phone except for the SIM slot. So there you are. It's a plastic build just like most Galaxy phones used to be, although not anymore with the Galaxy S6, but anyway, yeah, plastic construction, glossy. Not sure how I feel about this. I kind of wish it was a matte, or like a I just wish it wasn't so glossy, because it does tend to attract a lot of fingerprints and get sweaty in your hand when you start to use it. But it does look pretty nice. This is a T-Mobile variant, but it is unlocked, so I'm using it on AT&T. So there's that. Of course, we have our camera, and then all of the buttons right there. Power button, and then volume, the flash. On the front, of course, I do like the way this thing is designed. Up here we have our earpiece, the sensors, and the camera, and the LG logo. I do like that this thing does not have any hardware buttons, because then that eliminates mechanical problems and or dust getting inside the button or the button being misaligned or whatever. I like the on-screen buttons. I think that's a really nice touch. The glass on this thing is ever so slightly curved on the edges, so you can see that the light bends around the phone there. And it feels quite good when you run your finger across it. So there's that. One thing I have had go wrong with this phone though is because it is, I don't know, I guess it's because it's a little less than 2 years old, but the screen started to lift up. The screen was coming away from the case because the adhesive was just worn out, so I had to glue it back together, but that's not a big deal. So there's that. One thing, well, I don't know. I feel like this phone is the perfect balance between everything. Everything about this phone is at least good. We have a 1080p 5.2-inch display here. We got the Snapdragon 800 SoC, same one used in the Galaxy S5. We have a 3,000 milliamp hour battery, which I'll get into in a bit, but just a spoiler, the battery life on this thing is freaking amazing. And a 13 megapixel camera, the same one used on the Galaxy Note 3. So this is just the best all-around phone. So I guess we'll go ahead and tour the software a little bit. It's running the LG Optimus stock ROM, I believe that's what it's called. It's on 5.0.2 Lollipop, and I cannot express how many times, I cannot express enough that this phone is just super blazing fast. I have not had one incident of lag ever with this thing. Like, I mean, it's so quick. So I love that. I absolutely love that. I never have to wait for this phone to do anything. So that's fantastic. Of course, the camera is pretty good. Low light could use a little bit of work, but otherwise, I definitely like the camera quality. Let me see if I can find a picture. So, yeah, here's a picture of my dog. Inside, I took this I don't know, maybe a week ago, but as you can see, you can crop it, and it still looks pretty good. Obviously 13 megapixels, but you can see that it is a good looking photo. I like it. So there's that. Of course, obviously very speedy software. Another thing that really gets me with this phone is the battery life. Like, let's go ahead and take a look. I haven't charged this thing since yesterday. It's been, let's see, I can't, it's See, how long have I... Okay, yeah. I have been on battery for 26 hours and 8 minutes. It's over a day. And I am at 16%. And I have one and a half hours of screen on time. But that sounds like crap. But I've been glimpsing. I glimpsed, which is, you know, a GPS thing. And I did that for 2 hours. I've been playing music. I've been using Bluetooth with my Pebble smartwatch. I've been Facebook Messenger. So this is just legendary battery life. I love it. And if I use the phone like completely, I can get 6 hours of screen on time, no problem out of this guy. And I freaking love that. So there you are. I think that just about covers my first impressions. I will do a full review on this phone at some point, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys just a little sneak peek that this phone is freaking amazing. So there you are. LG G2, one of the best phones I've ever had. Also, another feature I like is you can double tap the screen to wake it up, and you can also double tap the status bar to make it go to sleep. So that is quite cool. Anyway, there you are, LG G2, one of the best phones I've ever had.